Good morning. Please stand and join us in singing our gathering song, We Gather Here. One, two, 4.
We gather here to come together to raise our voices in harmony. We gather here to pray together to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here to pray together, to celebrate the love and joy of unity. We gather here for deep connection with fellow travelers who share we gather here to count our blessings, to celebrate the love and joy of unity. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here to come together to celebrate the love and joy of unity. To celebrate the love and
Welcome to Unity of Stewart. Welcome to this place where we come together to celebrate the love and joy of unity, not just in this room, but in our world. So let's. All right, Jerry. Okay, I think there are a lot of bodies standing between the infrared or whatever this is. And anyway, moving on. Welcome. Welcome to Unity of Stewart this morning. As always, we have with us the Joyful Noise Band and Choir. Today, our special music features Doreen Pariba. And welcome to everyone who's joining us on YouTube and Facebook this morning. And welcome to everybody who's here for the first time. If you are joining us in person today and you feel comfortable in doing so, please raise your hand so Ricky or Rose can see you and give you a welcome packet. Anybody here today for the first time who would like to raise their hands? Alrighty then. Okay. We have one person, one brave person. So there's a lot of things in that welcome packet. Oh, two brave people. There's a lot of things in that welcome packet. And so you can take a look at that at your leisure. There's also a form in there that if you take that, fill it out, and bring it back to the podium, Johanna will give you a gift. And that, if you check the box for newsletter, is that what it says? If you check the box, we'll put you on our newsletter mailing list. Most importantly, we'd like you to know that we are affirming practical path of Christianity, of spirituality, practical Christianity, we sometimes call ourselves. Everyone is welcome here, no exceptions. Oh, and if you'd like to take a welcome packet on the way out, just to share or because you haven't seen one in a while, we invite you to do that as well. Let's move into the next piece. Those are our board of directors. Our boardie of the day today is Tom Taylor, and he'll be hanging around after service if you'd like to talk to him about any old thing. It's Peter today. Oh, I see. But I have February's on my thing still. Peter is our board. Yeah. Peter's also in the booth. And if you have, Pete will be out after service if you have anything you'd like to talk to him about. All right. Okay. Something's happening here, Jerry. Oh. And there are our prayer chaplains. And our prayer chaplains on duty today. I have names on my paper that are not in front of me. Audrey will step in as our prayer chaplain today. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey will be in the sanctuary after service. If you have anything that you'd like prayer support with, a joy, a challenge, anything at all, Audrey would be happy and honored to pray with you and to hold your prayer in the highest confidence. Okay. All right, Jerry. All right. So somebody pray for me, would you? Since we're at the prayer slide. Thank you, Rose. Rose has got her hands up in the air and everything. All right. If you're online or in the room at any point, you can call the Silent Unity prayer line at that number right there, or you can email us at prayer@unityofstuart.org. That is a confidential line, and we'll make sure that your prayer gets into our prayer box, which is in the foyer on the table there. It's being very okay. Thank you. You could take that down to your level, if you want, and just keep advancing. So I'm not clicking for no reason. Come and sing. We have our Joyful Noise Choir, and we have our choir director. And if you would like to come and sing, we got an email. Did we get an email? And someone said, I was thinking about singing, but I don't know how well I sing. You sing great. So come and join us on Tuesday evenings at 6 o'clock. You can sign up on the sign-up sheet on the information table, and you can also see Doreen after service and talk to her about what being in the choir looks like. Oh, and also any choir members. Next slide, Jerry. And this is the time when I would like to invite our Spring Radiance Gala. What do you have a name for yourselves? We're the Gala Girls. And this is Lori, and this is Julia. And Julia's going to stand in front of that mic.
Good morning. It's on. Good morning, everyone. As you know, our Spring Radiance Gala is coming up on Saturday, March 21st. And my amazing right-hand woman, Julia, and I have been getting a few interesting questions.
Lots of questions. People are excited, but let's be honest, some folks are on the fence still.
On the fence about the party of the year? How is that possible?
So I've got a couple of questions. The classic panic to start with. I really want to come, but I don't have a group of 8 to fill a table. Am I going to be sitting in a corner by myself?
Absolutely not. We're completely doing away with those awkward round tables. We build massive, gorgeous European-style community feast tables. 2 long tables that run down the whole length of the sanctuary. No clicks, no table 9 in the back. You just grab a glass of your favorite drink, and you find an open seat, and instantly you have 50 new best friends.
Oh, I love that. 50 new best friends. But I do want to know, is this going to be one of those stiff, boring church dinners where we eat dry chicken and listen to people talk for 3 hours?
Have you met us? No dry chicken here. We're starting with an elegant bubble bar outside and an amazing grazing table, followed by a massive, authentic Mexican taco buffet.
Wow. And since we're on the subject of food, that raises yet another question. Will there be options for vegetarians and vegans?
Oh, yes, definitely. Whether you're a vegetarian or an omnivore, there are plenty of options for everyone, and we'll definitely have gluten-free options clearly marked.
That sounds great. But what about dancing? They want to know if the music is going to put them to sleep.
Oh, no, definitely not. We have a DJ spinning the best music of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today, and we'll get everyone out on the dance floor. One thing to know about Unity of Stuart, we love to dance.
Oh, yeah. And okay, the elephant in the room. I'd love to celebrate, but I can't write a big check right now. Am I going to feel pressured or left out?
No, not for a single second. Hear me clearly on this. This night is about collective impact. Whether you pledge $5 a week or $50 a week, you are helping us revitalize our spiritual home. You're contributing to a well-deserved raise for Reverend Jude, and you're helping us pay the bills here at our beloved Unity of Stuart. We actually have a very cool interactive radiance exchange planned on the night of the gala, and every single person gets to shine their light and physically light up the room, no matter the size of the gift. We can't wait to see your light shining.
That sounds amazing. But what do we wear?
Well, the theme is Spring Radiance, and you wear whatever makes you feel comfortable, fabulous and glowing. Sparkles, gold, bright colors, a dapper jacket. Maybe just make sure you can eat a taco and dance in it.
Sounds good. Now, on the invitation, and I've had this question a few times, it says BYOB and BAYF. What does that mean?
Well, of course, BYOB means bring your own bottle of whatever it is you like to drink, and BAYF means bring all your friends.
That's so cool. So the bottom line is go buy a ticket or several tickets for you and your friends. It's really going to be a magical night, and you won't want to miss it.
Exactly. So get off the fence, stop overthinking it, and come join your Unity family, and let's shine together at the Spring Radiance Gala. Julia and I will be out in the lobby right after service, so come and see us.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Lori. Also, if your budget doesn't allow you to purchase a ticket now, come see me. We have some scholarship tickets. Where was I? Thank you. Next slide, Jerry. Okay. So, we are at war again. Have you heard? And if you've seen any of the pictures, you see that there's a lot of destruction and killing going on. And so as we settle into this service and in this time together, I invite you to take a deep breath and just be here now in this moment as we're together in spirit, as we lift up our hearts, and as we do this spiritual work to co-create a world of peace, of enough, and a world that works for everyone. I pause and bring my attention to this moment. I notice my breath, my surroundings, and life moving within me. I choose to be present right here. And throughout this day, I practice staying awake in mind, body, and spirit. I pay attention to what is happening within me and around me. I notice when I feel open and when I feel guarded. I observe without judgment and respond with intention. Awareness becomes my spiritual practice. As I see more clearly, I engage more honestly. Conversations deepen. Ordinary moments reveal meaning. I recognize opportunities for kindness, courage, and understanding that I might once have overlooked. What changes is not the world itself, but how I meet it. Each moment invites choice. Each moment offers life. Today, I stay present and allow this moment to shape me. I am awake to this moment, and I allow clarity, courage, and love to guide me. And so it is. Amen. And I invite you to affirm with me. I am awake to this moment, and I allow clarity, courage, and love to guide me. And let's take a deep breath as we anchor this affirmation as fully as we are able. As we affirm one more time together, I am awake to this moment, and I allow clarity, courage, and love to guide me. And so it is. Amen. Jerry, yeah. One more. Let's sing as we prepare for meditation. And I invite you to relax as fully as you are able right where you are, finding a comfortable position. And I invite you to take 3 deep, conscious breaths. Letting your shoulders drop, letting any tension unwind, and setting the intention to be here now. Consciously release anything that needs releasing, whether it's from our heads, our hearts, our bodies. And from 1 Kings, a hurricane wind ripped through the mountains, but God wasn't in the wind. And then an earthquake, but God wasn't in the earthquake. Then fire, but God wasn't in the fire. And after the fire, a still, small voice. So I invite us to connect with that still, small voice. Breathe in, God is. Breathe out, I am. In, God is. Out, I am. God is. I am. as we move deeper into prayerful meditation, I invite you to allow the words you hear to become the words of your own mind and heart. I am one with the One, aligned with the power and presence of indwelling divinity. I open my heart to divine love in action. God is love, therefore I am love. God is, I am. I claim the power of universal mind. Divine light illuminates my mind with wisdom and understanding. God is light. I am light. I claim the power of infinite spirit breathing through me. I am renewed, restored, and made whole. God is life, therefore I am life. God is, I am. I stand rooted and whole in the presence of God. All is well in my heart, my mind, and in my life. God is, I am. God is, I am, in the quiet. And as we have co-created this sacred space of love, of light, of being in this now moment, I invite you to bring into your awareness anything that you'd like to send prayer to, anyone, anything. and hold them in this divine light, in this powerful co-creation that we have made together. If you'd like to whisper names out into this holy space, I invite you to do that now. And turning all over into the care and keeping of divine light, I invite you to join me in praying this in the name and the nature, in that light, and in the love of the indwelling God consciousness. And so it is. Amen. And let's sing.
Good morning. Reverend Joe talked in the Daily Word about being in the moment, being present, and that's what this song is all about. It's actually called Moments We Live For by a group called In Paradise. One, two. I've seen this perfect picture in my head, and after driving all night, now here it is. I can finally feel the sun kissing my skin, and I just want to take it in. Yeah, I just want to take it in. Breathing in and out. This is what it's all about. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, everything we want and more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. These are the moments we live for. of our lives. We'll make these memories our own Hall of Fame. 'Cause we just want to take it in, yeah, we just want to take it in. Oh, these are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, everything we want and more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. These are the moments we live for. These are the moments we live for. These are the moments we live for. Breathing in and out. This is what life's all about. Yeah, breathing in and out. This is what it's all about. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, everything we want and more. This is the start of a new day, a good life. These are the moments we live for. These are the moments we live for. These are the moments we live for.
Thank you, Rini. Thank you, Joyful Noise. All right. If this is the moment we are living for right now, let's take that deep breath in and out. And know in this now moment that we are grounded in the eternal presence of the divine. I wanted to begin there, being grounded, because some of us arrive here at Unity on a Sunday morning carrying a lot. We may be carrying the headlines we've read this week. We may carry conversations that didn't sit right. We may be carrying this low-grade anxiety that hums in the background and becomes so familiar it feels normal. And even when we think we're ignoring it, it's still costing us something. So before we do anything else this morning, I wanted to name that. Whatever we walked in with here today, whether it's joy, or worry, or heaviness, or confusion, or grief, or challenges in our own lives and family, here's what I want us to know about that. Whatever it is, whatever we carried in here today, it doesn't mean that something is wrong with you spiritually. It doesn't mean that you've lost your way or you're failing at something. And I would suggest that the very longing you feel, the very yearning you feel, is a pull towards something steadier, something deeper. That longing is the path. It is the path of spirituality. It's our soul's own intelligence knocking on our hearts and saying, let's go within. It points us to something we already know. It points us to something we already carry, our indwelling divinity, our indwelling seat of consciousness, seat of divine consciousness, if you will. Because here's the truth, here's the heart of everything we teach here. We each come into this life with that seat of divine consciousness. It's inviolable, it's part of us. We don't earn it. We don't have to work towards it. It's always here. And sometimes, though, we forget, yes? Sometimes we forget the presence and power that lives in us. It's who we already are, just waiting to be recognized. And I want to tell you about a woman who knew something about this not in comfortable times, but in times, in the most imaginable circumstances, unimaginable circumstances. Her name was Etty Hillesum. She was a Dutch Jewish writer living in Amsterdam during the Nazi occupation. By every outer measure, her situation was devastating. She knew what was coming. She wasn't naive about it. And yet, her journals, which were found after her death at Auschwitz in 1943, are profound. She wrote about a deep well inside her where God lived. And she made a daily, deliberate choice to tend that well, to keep it clear, to refuse to let hatred and brutality around her poison this living water in her well. She wasn't denying reality. She wasn't pretending things were fine. She was doing something more courageous. She was choosing again and again to stay rooted in the divine source within her. Even when everything in the outer had suggested that God abandoned the world. Can I have the next slide, Jerry? This image helps me understand what Etty was doing and what we are being asked to do. In that hurricane, you see the outer bands. They're violent and destructive. But at the center, you see the eye, where there is stillness, silence, clear sky. The storm hasn't stopped, but there is a calm that exists right in the middle of it. The eye doesn't fight the storm. It doesn't deny the storm. It simply remembers what it is, peace in the midst of chaos. That's the seat of our consciousness, what we call here in Unity Christ consciousness, or God consciousness, or our indwelling divinity. God is, I am. It doesn't say, be still and everything will be fixed. It doesn't say, be still and nothing will be scary. It says, be still and know the deeper truth. The deeper truth beneath all the appearances. The presence that holds it all. And that mystery that we call God, that living presence is available now to each one of us. Not after we calm down, not after things improve, not after we feel more spiritually put together. Now, right now, exactly where we are. The well that Ms. Hillesum wrote about is in each one of us. It has never dried up. It cannot dry up. The only choice we have is to keep turning toward it. That stillness, that rooted center, is not the end of our spiritual work, it's the beginning. Because it's from that grounded place where we can step out, where we can open our eyes. This lesson was deeply personal to me this week. Jerry, you can advance that slide. We had a board meeting on Wednesday night. We have a board meeting once a month. And we start that board meeting with prayer, with a daily word. And then we talk about if there's prayer that we would like to be prayed with about. And when it came to be my turn, I said, I just have to tell all y'all, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with the state of our world. I'm struggling, and I'm finding it difficult to rise up above everything that's happening. And then I was given a book, I forgot to bring it, that this month's lessons are based on. And it's an emergency devotional. And the title is something like the title, For Such a Time as This, or A Time Such as This. And I began to read that in earnest. And I, once again, learned where my peace lies. My peace doesn't lie in what's happening in the outer. My peace lies within. And so this is what I offer to you this month as we move through these lessons in the next weeks. That's the foundation of what we are, that foundation of being in the calm in the storm. Now, it doesn't mean we don't have to do anything, right? It just gives us that place to start from, even in times such as these. You know, there are moments in history that feel ordinary while we're living them, right? They just feel ordinary. And it's only later that we recognize the significance of them. I would just about guarantee that for every single person within the sound of my voice has said something that changed somebody's life all along your life. Something that they still think of now and again, even if they have never seen you again since you said that. That may feel like an ordinary moment. And you don't know what that changed for that person. You don't know what that person got from that and how it maybe changed the way they live their life, or the way they think about themselves, or the way they show up. You don't know. But I guarantee it's true. And then there are moments that reveal themselves immediately. Moments that we know something is absolutely shifting. This is one of those moments. The time we are in is one of those moments. Not because the world has suddenly become chaotic, but because what has always been present is no longer hiding in the dark. So now more than ever, it's imperative that we recognize that the infinite divine is everywhere at all times, without exception, which means this moment too. With all of its challenges, with all of its horrors and uncertainty, it's not outside the reach of divine light. And so, if you believe like I do, like I just said, that everything before us is the path of spirituality, it means that we don't get to spiritually opt out. It means we show up and we shine our light. We don't put our heads in the sand. We don't allow ourselves to get numb. We don't allow ourselves to tune out. We may be overwhelmed, and we can live through that. We can do what needs to be done when we go back to the inner well. We can scroll, we can distract, we can analyze, and we can entertain ourselves into a low-grade trance. And the truth is, we are called to step out and take a stand for something, to step out of our comfort zones and to make a difference in our world. The Hebrew Bible offers us a story that speaks directly to this moment and to the question of what awakened consciousness asks of us in this moment. In the book of Esther, in the Hebrew Bible, Esther is a Jewish woman living in a powerful foreign empire. She actually marries the king because she keeps her identity secret. She becomes the queen. Then a crisis emerges. A decree is issued that threatens the life of all of the Jewish people. A genocide, if you will. Her cousin Mordecai comes to her and says, in essence, do something. You have to speak. You have to act. Now, Esther is afraid, and for good reason, because the king has demonstrated that if you come to him without being summoned and ask him for something, he can have you killed, and has. So she decides to do it anyway. She approaches her husband, the king, without knowing that being summoned, that the king, without being summoned, could mean her death. And staying quiet would be safer, smaller, easier. And then Mordecai says these words to her. He says, "Who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" Who knows that we're not here for such a time as this? In Unity Metaphysics, Esther represents awakened consciousness. And the palace that she's in represents comfort, insulation from what's happening outside. Represents the place where we go when we want to avoid the pain in the world. She's not condemned for her comfort, yet she's asked to go beyond it. Mordecai doesn't tell her what to do, he just asks the question, what if you are here for such a time as this? Let's hear that as an invitation. Let's hear that. Because that's the same question that's asked of us for people who are on the conscious spiritual path. Jesus speaks directly to this when he says, if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. This is about perception metaphysically. When our way of seeing is clear, the life energy moves through us clearly, moves through us freely. Seeing clearly doesn't mean seeing perfectly. It means being honest. It means admitting when something is troubling us. You know, as a minister, I didn't want to say that I was struggling. I didn't want to tell the board that I was having trouble rising above. I didn't want to say that because I'm not supposed to do that as a minister. I'm supposed to have it all down, right? My spiritual practice, meditation, prayer life. And yet I found that that wasn't working. That wasn't working for me. It wasn't letting me rise up above. And so I doubled my practice. And I was authentic about saying, this is what's happening for me right now. And don't you know it, a couple of the board members said, me too. So it doesn't mean that we are perfect. It means we continue to go back to center. And we continue when that anxiety becomes ever more obvious that we breathe. And we sit. And we beam out love. There was a demonstration yesterday on Canner and US 1. And I went, and I had a sign that said, human rights belongs to everyone. And people were coming around the corner and down US 1, and many people were giving us that special signal, which colloquially I call flipping the bird. Maybe I was number one, that's the way they said it. And so I'm standing with my human rights sign belongs to everyone, and I had hearts all around it. And so what I decided to do in that moment was blow a kiss to everyone that I saw doing that. Holding my sign up proudly and not going into that same sense of hatred. Just holding it in love. Holding the world in love. Now, holding those people in love, it's not about loving them, it's holding them in love. It's what spirituality calls agape love, that love of spirit, that love that comes straight out of our inner divinity. And that was my practice. That was my practice. We also got a lot of good horn beeps and all of that good stuff. But yeah, so if your eye is healthy, if your eye is healthy. You know, many of us were taught that faith, and I know that some folks have said that here at Unity of Stewart and my previous church. Oh, I missed you. Why haven't you been to church? How are you doing? Oh, but I haven't been feeling well. I've been kind of depressed, and I didn't want to go to church because I just didn't want to, So this is exactly where you should be. This is exactly where we need to be when we're feeling that anxiety, when we're having a hard time rising above. Because there are people here, and it's not just me, there are people here that will know for you what you can't know for yourself. And if you felt the love in this room before anybody has said a word, before any music has been played, that's healing. That's healing. So it means, seeing clearly means being honest. It means admitting when something is troubling us and trying not to smooth it over with positive language. Not trying to bury it. Positivity without spiritual awareness is what we call spiritual bypassing. It's like, just make it go away. Oh, everything's fine. You know, God's in charge. Everything's fine. That's spiritual bypassing. When we are unaware and when we want to avoid dealing with what is happening. Awareness, on the other hand, creates resilience. Owning what's happening within us in our lives and in the world creates resilience. When we allow ourselves to see what's really happening, it creates room for spirit to show up. If we deny it, if we deny what's happening, we deny what's happening within us, we're shutting spirit down. Oh, I don't, everything's fine. It's all fine. We must be willing to acknowledge what is. Otherwise, affirmations are just words. Etty Hillesum didn't withdraw from her life to tend her inner well. She tended her inner well so she could show up with clarity and compassion when fear would have taken over. And not for nothing. I'm a little nervous going out there demonstrating these days. I'm a little nervous. Like, what if somebody's taking my picture? What if somebody, I don't know what. Like, nobody should be complacent right now. Right? We don't know what's going to happen. There was a guy there who had a sign that said, are there any kids in the room? On one side of the sign, it said, I love orgies. On the other side, it said, all white liberals should be deported. Right in the middle of everybody. And then somebody came up to me and said, you know, that guy has a gun, but the police know he has a gun. So like I take a deep breath. And I settle in. I say the prayer for protection. If you're new, you'll hear that at the end of the service. And I continue to do what is mine to do through the fear. I ratchet up my courage for such a time as this. This is the conscious spiritual path that helps us stay awake and not say, oh, I'm not afraid, I'm fine. But to feel the fear and do it anyway, to show up anyway. So back to Esther. So when Mordecai says, you don't know, this could be the time, this could be why you're here, she says, if I perish, I perish. Now remember, she's saving all the Jews in that kingdom. Or that's her goal. This is not despair. It's not a death wish. It's alignment. It's the moment when ego takes a back seat and divine consciousness steps forward. She's just doing what love requires. Again, courage is not the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And we don't have to even talk about what's happening in our democracy. We can talk about a crucial conversation we need to have with people in our lives. We can talk about questions we need to ask in our relationships. We can talk about facing a diagnosis and asking the hard questions. It's not always about the larger picture. It can be right here in our daily lives. And let's remember that not every one of us is called to the same role and the same purpose. The idea of standing on a street corner with a sign may want you to just run into your bed and pull the covers over your head. There's other things that we can do as well in the world. You know, I don't have to tell you of the myriad ways you can support the world. And yet every one of us is called to awareness and to stay grounded before we take action. We engage the world from the eye of the storm, the peace, not from the outer edges. Awareness doesn't begin with answers, it begins with attention. That could simply be for any one of us sitting in the silence and saying, okay, what is mine to do here? And then wait and listen. This is the work that we are called to do. If you're here for the first time today, I'm sorry. And thank you. And thank you. You're in the exact right place. So I'm going to close with an affirmation. And I invite you to close your eyes. Jerry, would you pull up the next slide? Before you close your eyes, you might want to look at it as I'm affirming it. You can say it out loud with me or silently, or you can close your eyes and just listen together. I am grounded in divine light. Christ consciousness as me is my infinite source of wisdom, courage, and love. I am grounded right where I am. And I invite you to carry this with you this week and to return to even it's as simple as God is, I am. When anxiety comes, when fear comes, and know that you are divine, that you have that place of peace within you. Your divine being here for such a time as this. I claim this truth for each and every one of us. Namaste. I forgot to put it here. Announce it. Right after the celebration of abundance. Yeah, I know. Before we move into our celebration of abundance, if you like what you're feeling here, what's happening here, if our service moved you today in any way, I invite you to please invite a friend. And a celebration of abundance, Jerry, if you will. Thank you for your continued love offerings, your gifts, your tithes. Thank you for your service. Thank you to our consistent givers. Your gifts allow us to continue to do this work in the world. And for those online, the ways to give that you see on the screen are also pinned to the top of the page. Let's affirm our prosperity prayer and our love offering together. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs of Unity of Stewart and those we serve are instantly, constantly, and bountifully met. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good comes to us now. We are grateful. Amen. And our love offering blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give and receive always in love. Let's sing about it.
1, 2. When we all do our part and up from a giving heart, we rise and build community. Together we are strong. We know that we belong, that our sacred unity. Yes, our abundance flows as we
announce?
Holding.
Yeah, I know, I hear you. Up, there it is. Go ahead, Doreen.
So,
Announce the coffee house.
okay, yes. Next Friday is our coffee house. Well, next or this coming, however you want to read it.
This Friday.
This Friday. Okay. Well, that's next Friday. Anyway, I do want to clarify because I had somebody approach me after church last week and they said, well, where is it, the coffee house? It's here. And we started calling it the coffee house and it just stuck. We tried to change the name and everybody just kept calling it the coffee house. And the reason is because from 6:30 to 7, we have coffee, sweet treats, supplied by Audrey a lot, and homemade treats. And so we just call it the coffee house. But it is a concert, as we like to say. It's in a church, but we don't play church music at that concert. In fact, let's see, I've given you some hints. We are the eyes of the world, which reminds me that somebody might have a heavy foot, something like Olivia, and imagine our world that there's more to this. But the biggest thing is you have to stay to the end because we are closing with this awesome Beatles medley, and memory, if you have a memory. So anyway, it's this Friday. Doors open at 6:30. Live music happens at 7. Please bring a friend. We'd love to pack the place. I mean, it's a fun night. We'll have you out of here by about 8:15 or so. So we won't keep you up too
Thanks,
late.
Jeannie. And I also want to bring your attention to our newest group here called Sewing in Unity. It's with Kevin Reedon. And it's Wednesdays, 1 to 3 p.m. in our classroom. This is not a teaching class. You need to be a sewer already. And Kevin provides all of the things that you need to sew what he wants you to sew, I guess. Yes. All right. Are you still sewing pouches? Are you still sewing pouches?
Yeah, we're still sewing pouches, but if you have like a quilt square that you only want to do,
Yeah, come and sew. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. Jerry, advance the slide, please, so I know where I am. Oh, we have kiddos, I think. I think I hear them. Why don't we stand and sing them in?
3.
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light, of God. We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light, of God. In the
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, hello. Does anyone want to share about our lesson? No? Connor, Miles,
Jen,
anyone?
before you do that, let me
Okay, so today we read a book called The Everything Seed, and it's an amazing book, which essentially teaches us that we're all connected and we all came from the same universal spark. And we then did a really cool activity. Does anyone want to share about the activity? No? Well, the kids had to collect 6 random items, each of them 6, from the classroom. They didn't know why, and they didn't know what they were doing with it, and they had them build a school. They had to work together as a team and come up with creative ideas. And it was a lot of fun. We had fun.
All right. Before we bless the kiddos, it's birthday Sunday. If you have a birthday in March, please stand so we can sing to you. Don's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
out there, let me know. Let May know in the office. We'll sing to you next year. All right. Jerry.
Where's Lydia?
Lydia's not here. All right, let us advance again, Jerry, please. Let's stand as we bless our children and close with the prayer of protection. Please,
We love you. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you. We know the pride
and let's affirm the prayer of protection and then the peace song together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine. Let's sing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, all right.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it
Kabadadoo.